So now you have a game against Tartan, this
Tarjan was in
American.
that time, yeah, he was the American champion. He won the American championship twice or three times. He was in their Olympic team, fourth board or third board or something, but it was very good player. And finally, I had very good souvenirs with him later on, a few years later, because we played somehow the last round of the Super Open from Lompine in '79, and by winning this game, I won the championship from Lompine. That was the most important Open on that period, and it was something like the Forest Hills in tennis, something like this. Very very important, and in that moment was the most important Open of the world. Lompine. So okay, but that happened 4 years later.
Later
This time we played again in Orense, in our small town.
in
They
Spain.
organized again the big tournament, and we had our game here. We played the Sicilian, very sharp Sicilian, and he played Bishop G5, and we have a very sharp variation from the Richter-Hauser attack. This is the Richter-Hauser attack from white. Bishop G5 gives the Richter-Hauser. Bishop C4 gives the Sozin attack, like this, different. Okay, Bishop G5, E6, and Queen D2, A6, castle. Okay, so now I played H6, Bishop E3, Bishop D7. It's a little bit different, like, compared with some other games, like I played with Lyubojevic. We showed it in Manila, for instance, in '76, because we have here the two moves, H6 and Bishop E3. In the other game was B5 immediately, without H6. It's the small difference.
Yeah.
And now after Bishop E3, Bishop D7, and therefore, the alternative, a little bit more quiet, but maybe a little bit better for white, is F3. More quiet, but more safe, like this, F3. But after F4, everything is very sharp, we'll see. F4, B5, A3, and now very good move, Queen B8. Queen B8 defends in B5, defends in D6, and threatens already the move B4. Well, the game is more or less very unclear, let's say. It's not clear who is better, but very sharp anyway. So Bishop E2, B4. Okay, black comes very quickly. B4 takes with the queen. Now E5. Now you take in E5. He takes there. Yeah, must take, because if he took immediately, we take back with the knight and everything is all right for black. So he took there, and now he takes in well, now black moves. Rook b8 threatens mate in 1. No?
Yes.
So b5, b3 is forced. B3 is forced. Now again a very strong move. Queen a5. Now if he takes the knight, mate in 2. Mate in 2, queen a1 check, knight b1, bishop a3 mate.
Yes.
Yeah. So
So
again,
here
the only move. Now, it's very
bishop
big
here.
mistake if he takes in f6, of course.
Yes.
If he takes in f6, queen d4, very good move again. And now we have time to go away with the knight. Now is everything all right for black. But after knight e4, white tries, he gives a pawn, but tries to show that he has good attacking chances. That you don't have attack anymore with black, and he has time to counterattack immediately, by threatening knight d6, for instance, and so on. So, okay, bishop a3 check, very important. Now, king b1, and queen takes. And all right, now bishop f3. That was the idea. Now, if he has something for the pawn, he gave a pawn because it was forced. And now he tries to demonstrate that he has some counter-attack, good attacking chances, initiative for white for this pawn, and so on. And now, after bishop f3, the most important decision for black is what to do with his king. Well, castle, of course. Now you go and castle, and now the king is safe.
Yeah.
And white has the position, and he tries to demonstrate that he has something for the pawn. So knight f6 check is all right. Yeah. You take with the queen now. And now he forgot to trade queens. If he trade queens, is more or less, not so bad, let's say.
So here he should have
he
played the
should
queen.
take in f6, knight takes f6, and bishop takes e6. White has a small initiative for the pawn, pawn up for black. Black is better, clearly, but it's still a long way to win the game, But like this, when he took in c6, we have a different position, because with queen on the table, the game is completely different, Now we have some threats against the queen and against the king. The diagonal will be very dangerous, and suddenly he'll become some tactical threats against his own king, and he'll lose the game very quickly, 95. Now white is in big trouble. Bishop a4 is the best move, again, to defend,
To defend the bishop and also the
and
b3.
somehow the square from b3, and control also the position from c6 and from d7. The white bishop from a4 is a little bit more active now. But now again, a very strong move, rook c8, very good move. Now we attack in c2. We want to play the last move later on, rook fd8, with very strong attacking chances,
Also,
Rook fd1, rook fd8. I mean, if he doesn't do everything very quickly. I mean, here, if he plays, for instance, rook f1, rook hf1.
Yes.
Yeah, we have time to play immediately. For instance, queen g6, and black is winning. Queen g6. We want to mate in c2, and the game is over, of course. Yeah. So it's not good to play rook f1, but what to play? Queen e4. It seems that the only move, no? And now the last surprise, knight f3, completely winning for black.
Because you have a mate.
We are threatening mate in b2. It's the only move. Has no time to take in f3 because he's mate in b2. And what can he play now? The only move to play is bishop c1. And now again, the last surprise, bishop takes c1. Now, if he takes in c3, he was mate again in b2.
Yes.
And now if he takes with the king in a c1, is mate in a1. Queen a1 mate.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Here.
So if you take with the rook, knight d2 check, and you lose the queen for nothing. And he resigned, of course.
He resigned, yes.
Yes. You see, Sicilian again.
Yeah.
The counter-attack from Sicilian. Very violent one, but very quickly, in a few moves.
Yeah,
decisive. The position is, in a few moves, everything is different, and black wins in a few moves. Yeah.
Because he didn't exchange the queens when he had the chance.
He forgot to exchange the queen, or maybe he thought that I have some chances with the queen on the table,
Yes.
But if black has the queen on the table, you have the result here,
Yeah.
Because black had pawn up and very strong initiative. That is very important also.
True.
But again, the game is very beautiful, So. And everything was possible because the move order, like this, as always in Sicilian. One move is enough. One small mistake, and is enough. Yeah.
True. All right. Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
Yeah.